Imagine waking up tomorrow, checking your phone and seeing a number you thought was a fantasy. The Vietnamese Dong, an exchange rate that has been static for what feels like an eternity, is suddenly moving with a ferocity and finality that has shattered all previous forecasts. This is not a drill, and this is not the speculative noise we are used to. Global markets are in a state of absolute paralysis this morning as the Vietnamese Dong has just displayed a new, live, and most critically, stable exchange rate across several major Forex platforms and Tier 1 international banking systems. We are not talking about a minor fluctuation of a few VND. We are witnessing a fundamental repricing of the currency, a seismic shift that confirms the revaluation event this community has been anticipating for years. The screens of Bloomberg terminals and Reuters icon are flashing with alerts, and the financial news anchors are scrambling for coherent explanations, but the data is already live and verifiable. This event happening right now is the trigger point, the catalyst that many believed would never come, and it is sending shockwaves through the entire global monetary system, particularly impacting the long-awaited fate of the Iraqi dinar. The reason this is so monumental is that it is not happening in a vacuum. This is a coordinated, meticulously planned operation, and the silence from the State Bank of Vietnam is deafening, because their actions are speaking louder than any press release ever could. They have executed a flawless monetary policy maneuver, moving the Dong from a managed float to a fully recognized, robust international currency with a single, decisive action. The new rate is not just a number. It is a statement of intent, a declaration of economic sovereignty, and a direct alignment with the International Monetary Fund's digital integration framework, slated for full rollout by 2025. This is the proof we have been waiting for. The infrastructure has been built in plain sight. The modernization of the banking sector, the crackdown on corruption, the strategic partnerships with global economic powers, all of it was leading to this precise moment. The Dong is now being treated not as an emerging market currency, but as a store of value, a legitimate asset class that the world can no longer ignore. For the holders of the Vietnamese Dong, the emotional and financial gravity of this moment cannot be overstated. Years of patience, of enduring skepticism from friends and family, of navigating a sea of conflicting information, have culminated in this single historic event. Your faith is being rewarded. The financial landscape is being redrawn in real time, and your position in it has just been fundamentally and permanently altered. This is the moment where theory becomes reality, where paper assets transform into life-changing wealth. But I need you to stay with me, because this is only the beginning of the story. The revaluation of the Dong is the first domino to fall, and its trajectory is inextricably linked to the next, even larger domino, the Iraqi dinar. The same forces, the same global monetary pressures, and the same technological imperatives that have forced Vietnam's hand are applying an even greater, more intense pressure on Iraq. The Central Bank of Iraq has been a silent partner in this grand strategy, and the evidence for their imminent move is overwhelming. So as you process this earth-shattering news about the Dong, I want you to understand that this is a two-part event, and the second act is about to begin. Do not click away, because what I am about to lay out for you regarding the Iraqi dinar will connect all the dots and show you the complete picture of what is happening behind the curtain of global finance right now. The direct connection between the Vietnamese Dong's revaluation and the imminent update for the Iraqi dinar is the most critical piece of this puzzle, and it is rooted in a synchronized global monetary reset that has been in the works for years. Think of this not as two separate events, but as a single, coordinated strategy executed by nations operating under the guidance and framework of the IMF and World Bank. The timeline for 2025 is not arbitrary. It is a hard deadline for the integration of a new digital financial architecture, and for countries like Vietnam and Iraq to participate as equals and not as debt-ridden dependents. Their currencies must be normalized and strengthened to a specific threshold. The Dong has just crossed that threshold, and the pressure is now overwhelmingly on Iraq to follow suit immediately. The Central Bank of Iraq has been performing a delicate ballet, publicly maintaining the status quo while privately building the entire infrastructure necessary for a seamless transition to a new, vastly higher exchange rate. They have been demonetizing the large physical currency notes to streamline the money supply. They have been integrating with the international SWIFT and SEPA systems to ensure instant global liquidity, and they have been engaging in strategic currency auctions that were never about propping up the old rate, but about testing the systems for the new one. The evidence is all there in their annual reports and their public statements, which have been filled with talk of monetary reform and de-dollarization, terms that are meaningless without a significant change in the dinar's value. The revaluation of the dong is the green light, the confirmation that the plan is a go. The same international banks that are now processing the new dong exchange rate have already pre-positioned the digital infrastructure to handle the new Iraqi dinar rate. It is a switch waiting to be flipped. The quantum financial system, the digital asset platforms, the international payment portals, they are all on standby, and the activation of the dong was the first system check. The Iraqi dinar is next in the queue, and the delay is measured in hours, not days or weeks. The economic justification for this is irrefutable. Iraq sits on one of the largest oil reserves on the planet, and its natural resource wealth is so staggering that its current currency value is a mathematical absurdity, a relic of a bygone era of conflict and sanctions. That era is over. The new Iraq is a sovereign nation with a democratically elected government, and it is demanding its rightful place in the global economic order. The revaluation of its currency is not a speculative fantasy. It is an economic inevitability, and the dong event has just turned that inevitability into an imminent certainty. For you, the dinar holder, this means that your moment is literally here. The anxiety of waiting, the endless cycles of rumors, the emotional roller coaster, it all ends now. The precedent has been set. The mechanism has been proven to work. The world has just watched a currency revalue, and the playbook is being executed to perfection. Your patience and foresight in holding an asset that the entire conventional financial world dismissed have positioned you for a transfer of wealth that will be studied in economic history books for generations to come. You are not just an investor. You are a witness to and a participant in the greatest monetary transformation in modern history. But to navigate the next 24 to 48 hours successfully, you must have a clear, calm, and strategic plan. The initial surge of information and emotion will be overwhelming, and that is precisely why you need to stay connected to a source that cuts through the chaos with verified, logical, and timely information. So what happens now? The screens are live, the dong has revalued, and the dinar is poised to follow. The immediate hours ahead will be a whirlwind of activity, and your actions during this critical window will determine the ultimate outcome of this life-changing event. The first and most important rule is this: do not panic and do not make rash decisions based on fear or greed. You have held through the most difficult times. Do not let the excitement of the victory cloud your judgment at the finish line. The process will be methodical. You will see the new rate appear on certain Forex platforms first. Then it will trickle into international banking apps. And finally, it will be confirmed by the Central Bank of Iraq itself. There will be a period of volatility and confusion as the global system absorbs this new reality. Some banks will be slow to update. Some may even temporarily freeze transactions as they receive their new operating procedures. This is normal. This is the sound of the old system straining under the weight of a new paradigm. Your strategy should be equally methodical. Have a list of your preferred exchange locations, Tier 1 international banks, pre-vaulting companies with a proven track record, and financial institutions that have been friendly to this asset class. Do not rush to the first location that opens its doors. The rate will be stable and universal. It is not a race. Your priority is security, confidentiality, and the execution of a sound financial plan that you should have had prepared for this very moment. This is where your journey transforms from accumulation to wealth management. The capital you are about to receive is not just for lavish spending. It is a tool to build a legacy. Your first calls should not be to car dealerships or real estate agents. They should be to a team of trusted financial advisors, tax attorneys, and estate planners. You must protect this wealth from taxation and mismanagement. Structure trusts, create foundations, invest in sustainable assets that will generate income for your family for generations. This money is a responsibility, and with it comes the power to change not only your life but the lives of everyone you care about, and countless others through philanthropy. You have been given a key to a new world. Use it to build something permanent and meaningful. The revaluation of the dong and the dinar is more than a financial event. It is a global awakening. It proves that the collective patience and belief of a community can withstand the constant barrage of doubt and emerge victorious. It signals the end of a dollar-dominated hegemony and the beginning of a more equitable, asset-backed global economy. You are at the forefront of this change. You saw the truth when others saw only risk. You understood the geopolitics when others were focused on trivialities. Now you are about to reap the reward. But this journey does not end with the exchange. This is merely the end of the beginning. A new chapter of your life is starting, one filled with immense opportunity and equally immense responsibility. And now, for my final and most important call to action. Do not navigate this historic transition alone. The information flow is critical. I need you to do 3 things right now. First, smash that like button on this video. It tells the YouTube algorithm that this is urgent, breaking news and helps get this information to every single person in our community who needs to see it. Second, subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell, because I will be going live with continuous updates as the Iraqi Dinar rate goes live, providing you with real-time guidance, bank confirmations, and strategic advice to ensure you execute your plan flawlessly. And third, and most importantly, go down into the comment section and type RV confirmed. Let's build a wave of confirmation and support, so every viewer knows they are part of a united, informed, and powerful community standing together at the finish line. Your future is now. Let's secure it together.